If you have sound sensitivity, please turn your volume down now. Hello everyone. Welcome to the channel. At 12:34 this morning, I came to a full awareness as I lay in my bed. When I came to my full awareness, I heard these little masqueraders of men, those pretending to be fathers here in this realm, talking with each other, and the sound of crying children, which often happens to me, and it has over the last 22 years. The words that ran through my mind were, the Divine Fathers are fed up with the shenanigans of the parasites masquerading as them. And it's time for a severe bruising. It is now 5 minutes till 1 a.m. on Sunday. And it's the 25th of August. Let's do a read. Spirit, what's the Divine Fathers have to say? What did the Divine Fathers have to say? Spirit, please tap into the Divine Fathers. Let's get a message out here for the parasites masquerading as them in this realm. Let's get a read. Spirit, from the Divine Fathers to the parasites masquerading as them in this realm. Deceit, theft, cheating, scammer. This is what they think of them. This is a message from the Divine Father through Spirit to you regarding the parasites in this realm masquerading as them. They're fed up. And it's time for a severe bruising. So what do we got going on in the central energy? Please, Spirit, from the Divine Fathers, for the parasites masquerading as them. What's going on in the central energy? Please, Spirit. Knight of Swords in the upright. We've got assertive, direct action. They're impatient. They're pissed. Challenged by King of Pentacles in the reverse. Greedy, broke, extortionist, corruption. So it looks to me like they're going to take a direct action upon the greedy, extortionist, corrupt here in the realm. In the subconscious, the Nine of Pentacles. They will have success and they will profit. They're thinking about the luxury that these ones have been attaining of the Divine Mother in this realm. With their brutalizations, their greedy extortion, their corruption. In the recent past, Nine of Wands in the upright. You're battle worn. You've been made sick. You've been injured. And it's time to heal. Intentions and expectations. Ten of Cups. We're going to have a happy family. There will be a happy ending. In relationships, in partnerships, in families. This abuse will end. In the near future, they are calling judgment on this abuse, on this constant conflict and manufactured suffering. There will be a reckoning. They've seen it all. They've heard it all. They've seen it all. They've heard it all. The lens is being looked through. Seven of Pentacles reversed. They're lazy. They're a disappointment. They haven't grown at all. They have no patience. These parasites masquerading as fathers in this realm, they're a severe disappointment to the Divine Fathers, to the Divine Father, to the Most High, and to all of the fathers in the divine realms. In the environment, we've got the King of Cups. compassionate, caring, affectionate, friendly. This is the Father with love in his heart. This is the Divine Father and the Fathers of Divine. They're love. They're not this brutalizer doing shit, wearing their body, using their voice. And the Queen of Cups, the mother, who is loving and emotionally mature and caring. The mother and the father, divine. And the outcome, King of Swords, mental clarity, authority, wielding the truth, seeing the truth, knowing the truth, all of it. Nothing's hidden. And they will be victorious in this circumstance. The Magician, their willpower, the willpower of the actual divine creator masculine, is going to change this scenario and turn that wheel. See, we've got destroyers, manipulators, lazy, greedy, brutalizers here who know magic. And they use it in a very bad way to do harm and hurt people and drain the wealth out of the lives of people. And they don't care who suffers, even the children. Masquerading as fathers in this realm. The divine have heard it and they're pissed. It's time for a severe bruising. Somebody's going to get victimized. And their new beginning is going to be one of poverty and hardship. Collective message from the Divine Father's Spirit regarding those parasites masquerading as them in this realm, harming children, to gain energy for their brutalization and illusion. They're using terror energy of children to create an illusion here. And the fathers have heard. So they're here in a Knight of Swords energy. They're taking direct action. They're very impatient with this. They're going to be very assertive. They're going to be moving against those who've made some severe mistakes. those who are broke, greedy, corrupt, extortionists of wealth in all of its forms in this realm. And they're afraid, these greedy King of Pentacles reversed, they're afraid of what people are going to say. What are they going to say when the Divine Father and brothers and all of that in the divine realms take action against them? They're worried about what people are going to say. They've been experiencing a very successful life off the suffering of others. And that was their mistake. Secrets. Luxury lifestyles created off brutal secrets and suffering of others who are battle worn and need to heal. They've suffered enough. They've been made sick and they've been injured enough. They're irreplaceable beings. And there's an irreplaceable union here. Those who are in irreplaceable beings, those who love each other. See how he is dancing with her? That's love. That's King of Cups energy. That's Divine Father. They see the mother as irreplaceable. But these parasites masquerading as men here, they brutalize the mother. They sex traffic her. They rape her children. Turn her sons into chicks with dicks. The intention and expectation is that there will be a happy family life. Those children will be smiling and playing, having a great time. These reflections want to escape. They want to escape, so they brutalize innocence and purity to try to gain power enough to manage and escape from the trap they fell into by having this behavior in the first place. The Divine Fathers are calling judgment on this. Putrefaction of their reputation. This deceit, this abuse, this resentment that they have for the divine and their family that's present here. They brutalize them because they have angelic qualities and they use that energy for destruction of life. They create chaos everywhere they go, and then they present you a solution and say, we'll fix it, when it's all just a big ball rolling and out of control of brutalization upon the people's minds, the people's lives, and the life of everything in this realm. And they use the Father's body and voice to create this illusion and this chaos and this pain. And they're listening to it. These lazy disappointments of masculinity, who have no patience, no ability to exercise patience, and they refuse to grow mentally or spiritually. They're degrading. They get more brutal as time goes on. And it's time. It's time for judgment. And there's not a damn thing they can do about it. Their destiny is to be separated. They're going to be kicked out of your mind. No daydreaming. They're not going to be able to long for you and paw at your mind. They're not going to be able to implant sounds and energies of suffering into the field of awareness that we all share. The King of Cups is here. The Father who has love in him for the family is here. We've got this forgiveness card came out in the side. King of Cups is here. He's offering forgiveness to some and not to others. Queen of Cups is here. The Mother. Dealing with third-party hoe bags. And the King of Swords is here. Having conversation about the truth. What is the truth? Pulling the truth out of people. And their guilt. What is the truth? What did you do? What is your role in it? What is your role? What are you guilty of doing to families and their soul contracts? The King of Swords is pulling this truth out of them now. These ones who have been absent from those who had hope for union, come in, have a child, drain the wealth out of the mother, and then leave and go have some fun with floozies, playing in the shadow, doing cruel things for power and energy. They don't know what to do because they're gonna feel the damage. They're going to feel the damage because they're getting detached from those who love themselves. They're getting detached from love. They can't brutalize precious, innocent, and pure love for power and creating illusion anymore. It's coming to an end. I don't know if it was actually 12:34. I woke up, I looked at the clock. It's not a digital clock, but it looked like it could have been 12:34 because it was shortly after 12. I think maybe it was. I don't know. Right around that time. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're making they're going to come forward with assertive direct action. They're impatient with this bullshit. Okay, these ones are making mistakes. These fathers, these so-called fathers, these masculines wearing a father's body and using its voice to brutalize the mother and the children in this realm have made mistakes. And they're going to be met with failure. Balance is going to be restored. The broke, greedy extortionist is worried about what people are going to say. What are their friends going to say? They don't want their friends to know what they've been doing. They don't want their friends to gossip and say bad things about them. So freaking funny. They're worried about what other people are going to think about their brutal attacks on innocence in order to gain pain energy to create illusions out of. These ones have been experiencing a life of luxury on the essence of divinity by brutalizing it. This is their secret. They're going to be denied. They're going to receive a denial. Because you persevered. You persevered. Your mind is open. You're receptive to these horrors. And you allow that channel to be open so that the divine can come in and see all of it, hear all of it. You are the transmitter receiver, which the All-Father views this realm through. And you persevered through severe challenges, making it possible to have access to specific realms and areas, spaces, and places. It's time for you to heal. You're an irreplaceable person. The children are irreplaceable. Family is irreplaceable. Love between two and more is irreplaceable. You can't put brutality and suffering in its place and expect life to go on and you to have your freaking luxurious lifestyle. What a disappointment. They get into the minds of purity and innocence. Those minds who have been perhaps damaged also. You know, those who do drugs and they are out there homeless and whatever, and they're fighting with invisible spirits and all of that. They're under attack. And so their minds were damaged that way. And then they're being drained and harvested for the pain energy of the consciousness. You deserve a happy life. You deserve to be lifted out of this mire. You deserve to heal. You're irreplaceable. This malarkey has gone on long enough. You deserve a happy home where children can grow up without this trauma and abuse from this parasite masquerading as a man in this realm. They're shadowy little creatures who are trying to escape their fate. They've done this numerous times before. They were sentenced because that is the energy that they rest in, and they're brutalizing divinity, gaining pain energy through trauma, trying to escape their predicament. And the Divine Fathers are calling judgment on this. It's time for divine judgment over this abuse. These ones are untrustworthy. These abusers, you can't trust them. You can't agree with them. You can't make pacts with them. You can't sign treaties with them. You can't do anything with them because they're unreasonable. They're greedy extortionists who are lazy. And they refuse to expand personally. They only get more brutal as time goes on. They have no dreams. They have no purpose except to have a life of luxury. They don't belong on this foundation. Balance will be restored. King of Cups is here, offering forgiveness to some and not to others. For what they've been doing in the field of consciousness, for what they've been doing to the minds of their family. These third-party hoe bags going for a life of luxury through destroying irreplaceable unions and disrupting the foundation of the child, bringing suffering to it purposefully so that they can gain that pain energy, that trauma energy. Of divinity. The actual divinity, the earth angels, you know, they have this special connection with the divine, and these ones have been traumatizing and brutalizing and torturing them, getting out this divine energy, increasing its qualities, drinking of its adrenals and its essence. There's a death coming out of love. Queen of Cups, bringing death to third parties out of love. Mama Bear, pissed. And so is Papa. King of Swords is getting people to talk. I want to hear your voice. Tell me what you have been doing to these soul contracts. With families and children. They're worried. He's having a conversation with those who are envious, greedy, needy. They were envious of the beauty and the ability to manifest that the earth angel had, that these children have, that these families have. What they were creating together was beautiful. And they were envious of it, and they wanted it because families created a good life for themselves. And they're like, well, I want a good life. So they just went and destroyed everybody else and then masquerade as that. But their foundation is built on the brutality and the destruction of good-hearted families and their children. And they don't care about it. There's no empathy. They're guilty of trying to put the blame on the divine. The blame for their own well-being. They have made the divine responsible for it. The blame for their own crookedness, for their own brutality, for their own infidelity and debauchery. They've been putting the blame on the divine. They've been making innocent children suffer for their karmic debt so they can continue to appear a certain way. They've been using this energy. They're going to have to surrender their pride. They're going to have to surrender their pride. They're in regret. Or they will be. And you will be happy. Thank you, Spirit. Divine Father's Spirit. Divine Father's message regarding the parasite in this realm, dressing up in a father's body, using a father's voice to brutalize the mother and her children, while pretending that they're this grand poobah of the father here. Divine Father's message to those parasites masquerading as them, please, Spirit. Divine Father's message to those parasites masquerading as them. Those who've been dominating children, effing up their minds. They've made mistakes and they're going to experience a failure. They're stubborn about it. Somebody's stubborn about it. They're stubborn here. The Divine Fathers are very, very stubborn. Or maybe they're coming after the very, very stubborn. The greedy, the broke. They're broke. They're poor in spirit. They're poor in they have no love. They're completely out of balance. They're here creating pain energy, trying to escape the fate that they've solidified for themselves centuries ago. So we've got this greedy extortionist worried about what their friends are going to say. They don't want their friends gossiping or knowing what they've been doing because they've been masquerading as this father figure and they fell into a trap. They and all their friends might have fallen into a trap. And they can't protest it, or some they want to protest it. But they can't. They're like, how are we going to get out of this? How are we going to protest this? They fell into a trap. Or they will. They're going to be failing. These crazy loco in the cabeza, freaking stubborn mutants are going to fail. Because the Divine Father is moving against them. Sick of listening to their torture of these children. Sick of the mother being brutalized by these third parties, having her love stripped, her support stripped, her protector stripped, her foundation for her children stripped. And they will not triumph. Those who have been having luxurious lives, built on secrets, are being denied. They will not triumph over the Divine Fathers, the Most High. Because the Divine Fathers will persevere against this issue. You're battle worn. It's time for you to heal. It's time for mothers and fathers to love without these Jezebels, Jezebels, incubuses, succubuses, draining the vitality, the life out of everything. It's time for you to have a light-hearted life where things are pleasant, to enjoy your vow that you have made with each other and God. Without the infiltration of these jackwagons into your mind. Screwing it all up, sending you dreams of infidelity, sending in Jezebels to tempt while they do this. It's time for you to have a happy life without interference in your relationship, in your partnership, in your union. It's time for you to be permitted to love the one you have chosen to love without these ones coming in and screwing it up for you so that they can gain heartbreak energy. It's a potent energy. They can do a lot with heartbreak and pain and suffering. So these ones want to escape, these reflections. Hey baby, let me see this. And they're not having sweet dreams. It could be that that it's already happening, that this failure is already starting to occur for them. Judgment is being called. It's too late for them to take any action. This abuse, this conflict, it can't be trusted. These Five of Swords, these parasites masquerading as Divine Fathers, brutalizing the mother and her children. They're going to experience death. This is over. They're out of here. The Divine Fathers have had enough. It's time for a severe bruising. They're not, and death for them, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to actually get to die right away. There's a reckoning that needs to happen here. There's atonement that must occur. Your prayers have been heard, and balance will be restored. You're an expert transmitter receiver. You have been picking up on the pain of the collective for quite some time. You've been dealing with it in your own mind, as many of you are diviners and psychics, and you can pick up on the suffering here. And you may have been doing what you thought was best in the other realms to rectify the situation. I don't know where many's alliances are, and I don't care about that. I'm just here to read on the Divine Fathers, and they're sick of this. And obviously the Divine Mother is sick of it too, because she's here with her in her Queen of Cups energy, bringing death to this third party situation. These little Jezebels, succubuses or whatever, they're going away. Jezebels, succubuses, incubuses, everything like that. She's bringing a death to it. If you don't have love in you, then you're going away. That's all there is to it. Balance and harmony will be restored. She is absolutely okay bringing death to the third party situation. She has no problem with this. It's for love. It's based in love for the children and for the mothers who are suffering under the hands of these third party hobags and their masters. These masculines who have been causing such severe suffering and trauma. While masquerading as a divine being who can save the day. They've been disturbing marriages, loving unions. They turn into this crap. You get married, you love the hell out of each other, and then what? 2 years go by and all of a sudden you hate each other. This is their work. This is their work. Through the mind, they've been messing with the mind of those people who are in love, who have made a vow to God and each other. These ones made a vow to bring a disturbance and to separate them. Oh no, you can't have love. And that causes extreme suffering for the child. Mommy and daddy are fighting. Mommy and daddy all of a sudden hate each other. The child is confused, growing up with this trauma in the house. It's time for a change. On those who collaborate together to bring suffering. And perhaps there is a collaboration to move against it. The King of Swords is here having a conversation. Tell me what your part in this is. Tell me about your envy. He wants to know the truth. These ones are in danger. Those who are envious, they're in danger. They're going to be having accidents. They're pulling them out of the platform. The Divine Fathers are pulling the envious brutalizers of divine union off the platform. Family. They're here for family and children. Justice is being served, and of course these ones are going to want to apologize. They're going to want to say whatever they have to say to try to save their asses. Because once again, they've earned this. That they were trying so desperately to escape by brutalizing the essence, the divine essence flowing through the divine children and mothers and husbands. You have alliances that are trustworthy, honest. And they are rejecting these ones. These ones are being cast away. This is going to stop. They're going to break this. And you will come into a time where you can relax and be at ease. Those who indulged and bullied you, or those who bullied you and then indulged on your suffering, are now in fright. Because there's evidence of what they did to get the gift. And now they want to compromise. You have reached your goal. You have a promise. There's a promise made. The Divine Fathers are here. The Divine Mothers are here. And they're bringing an end to this. They've got a promise. You have a promise. And if these ones think that the upper isn't connected to the lower, working hand in hand to bring harmony and balance to all the realms, they're ridiculously mistaken. They have a very big black hole entity here that they're worshiping, that they're feeding souls into. And this is their source of power, their source of illusion. And they power it with the trauma energy of innocence, of the pure divine. Batteries. Powering their illusion. It's far too late now. You know, even those who are telling the story and reporting on this and letting people know what's going on, even if they were to go take out the reporter or do whatever, the Divine Fathers have already made up their mind. What they have determined will happen is going to happen, no matter who else they brutalize. Their judgment is death to the parasite masquerading as Divine Father. They've been brutalizing sweethearts. They're taking assertive, direct action to save the sweethearts. To put an end to this suffering for the sweethearts. Because of this greedy extortionist. Worried about their reputation. They don't want people to see them for who they are. But they fell into a trap. And they can't protest it. They want to. But they're inadequate. Their friends don't know whether they should protest or not. They're no longer sure about this. An old woman practicing with consistency, corruption, and extortion has fallen into a trap. Those who have been living lives of luxury on the pain and suffering of the divine mothers, fathers, and their children here in this realm, they're not going to triumph over this. They're being denied. Because they are secretly a thief. And you will persevere over this, or the Divine Father will persevere over this. The Divine Fathers are mad, and the Divine Mother is here putting an end to this, bringing death. Horrible situation. Despair. These ones are in despair because you're healing. Because you're seen as an irreplaceable being by the divine. And because you're getting an experience that is lighter, that is freer, that is happier. These ones are in despair over this. Because you're getting a Ten of Cups union where the children will be happy, healthy, and whole. Their foundation will be secure and their needs will be met. They're in despair because they want to escape this darkness. And they were using your light or the light of the divine and their family to lift themselves up out of this space. And now they're not having any sweet dreams. House. House. The house will become a home once more. Not this ridiculous, like it was in the 50s and 60s where the mother was essentially an indentured servant and slave, but a partnership, an irreplaceable partnership, like it should be. Where the King and Queen of Cups is together in union and they work as the power of two. It's not just one dominating the other, brutalizing them. This is a equally yoked union in service to each other and their family and their community with love. They're all haughty, stuck up, prideful. They resent you. They're untrustworthy. And they're getting judgment is being called on them by the Divine Father and fathers and mothers. Death is here for them. Death is here for the parasite masquerading as a divine father, brutalizing the mother and the child to lift themselves up out of this status and appear as a divine father, but they're not. They're just a brutalizer. Foe. Lazy disappointment who refused to grow. A foe. A foe of the family. A parasitical leech sucking the life out of everything happy and loyal while masquerading as that. daydreaming about being you, daydreaming about wanting to be you, longing for you and your life, wanting to become you, wanting to destroy you so that they could walk in your shoes, while forcing you to be in this position, wearing a karmic suit, acting in ways that are completely against your persona. And it starts with the traumatizing the youth. The child that is traumatized grows up to be a malfunctioning adult, and they're easy to manipulate and lay crap upon because their psyche has been damaged. So balance is being restored to this situation. Your prayers have been heard. You know, when the Divine Father wakes you up and you hear the sound of the children and they say what they said, I was going to try to go back to sleep, but then something in my head said, get up and go do a read on this. So here I am. Yeah, it's all about the children. It's about the innocence and the purity that these fake fathers have been brutalizing. Reunited and it feels so good. King of Cups and Queen of Cups is here in the environment. Offering forgiveness to some and not to others. It's a scheduled time. It depends on what they've been doing within the field of awareness, within the field of consciousness. What kind of influences they've been upon divine unions. The Queen of Cups is here, emotionally stable, bringing a death to these third parties. She's restoring stability and harmony. Widower in the reverse. So Queen of Cups is here. She's okay. Nobody will make anybody a widower here. They want to. They don't want this judgment or this action to be taken, but it will be taken. It will be made. This judgment and these deaths. Oh crap, I just saw that. You got death in the near future, and then you got death in the hopes and fears. So judgment and death, and then in the hopes and fears, you've got third parties and death. The Queen of Cups is okay. This King of Cups won't be made a widower, and neither will she. King of Swords is here, having conversations with folks, saying, tell me about your envy. Some people are in danger. They may have an accident. And go satisfy their debt with the merchant. The Lord is here offering a service. Cleaning up shit. Parasitical shit. And the wife is waiting. So what this tells me is that perhaps the King and Queen of Cups aren't together in the 3D, but in the spirit, they're both doing this work. It could be that they're reunited in spirit. Doing this service, and that the wife is waiting for... the wife could be waiting for this scholar to get sick. In the head. A return of all the crap that they've been putting into the field of consciousness. And somebody's got a messenger. These pleasure seekers are sick. Somebody's got the message. This pleasure seeker went to the doctor, got the message. They're sick. And that's reason to celebrate. This young woman, the servant, is having a misfortune. She had hope of being seen as a gift for money. And she's being imprisoned. This soldier, this enemy soldier, is being imprisoned. Everybody's talking about it. And they're in sorrow. All right. So, excuse me. So this is the message of the Divine Father to or about those parasites in this realm masquerading as men and fathers while brutalizing the mother, trafficking her sexual energies and her womb while brutalizing the children. This is where we're at. I hope this clarifies something that you already intuitively knew, and I'll see you on the next one, everybody. Bye.